What's up, everybody? All right, so today I wanted to talk about something that unfortunately affects a lot of people. That low back pain. All right, the reason why I want to talk about that is because rather than show some very cool advanced exercise that maybe 10% of the people that are following me will be able to actually try safely, I want to talk about things that are going to affect and be able to be applied to the majority of the people that are following me and watching this. Okay, so low back pain. The majority of people that have low back pain, it's due to just being tight, not being flexible in certain key areas of your hip that's causing your posture to always be in a non-advantageous position, and to just cause more strain, which down the road is just going to make things worse and worse and worse and worse. So there are, on the other side of it, unfortunately, some individuals that are experiencing low back pain due to some other things, in which that case, please reach out to me, DM me, and and tell me kind of a little bit about what's going on, and I will individually work with you. And I might not be able to tell you something that's going to cure you, but I will be able to tell you something that's definitely going to be able to help alleviate some of the pains that you're experiencing. Okay, so the biggest contributor, in my opinion, to low back pain is your hip flexors. So these guys, or women, they get tight from sitting too much, having a long commute, you name it. Exercising and not stretching afterwards, one of the biggest causes of people to experience low back pain. Such a detrimental thing to do is to not stretch after you exercise. As you can see, I'm very passionate about that. But anyways, your hip flexors. So you must stretch your hip flexors, because if these are tight, they're going to contract and kind of compress. So if you can picture two different things, like a rubber band on each end, it's going to get tight but shorten at the same exact time. So what that does is that causes the low back to take over. That is why when you're walking up the stairs, or you're on your feet for too long, or you do a lower body workout, you're doing lunges and squats, and your back hurts. Your back should never hurt. That just means that your posture is not where it should be, and that is most likely due to your hip flexors being tight. So I'm going to show you a couple different stretches that you can do, not only to stretch your hip flexors, but to also stretch the side of your hip, because it all contributes. Everything's connected. It all contributes to low back pain. So the first one that I'm going to show you is a bent knee stretch. You'll see a lot of runners do it. I'm doing this grabbing my imaginary chair, just in case you don't have good balance. But this is the stretch that you're going to just basically grab your foot and bring it back to your heel. The key thing that I want you to focus on is keeping your knee, your hip, and your shoulder in a straight line. So this is not really doing anything. Also, well, I'm actually kind of glad I did that. Also, people that do this stretch kind of like this, that's not doing anything. You might feel a little bit of a stretch because you are super, super tight there, but that's not actually stretching it to the degree that you need. Something that I would recommend, because going through the motions of any type of exercise or stretch is not enough to elicit changes. Your body position, you have to be aware of your body positioning. So I positioned this object, let's just call it a chair or a couch, because that's probably what you'll end up using. You can do this stretch off that, and that's what I would actually suggest. So basically what you would do, I'll show you the side view first. You're going to put the top of your foot at the very top of the couch, or the armrest, or whatever. Knee, hip, shoulder, straight line. You're going to lunge down and bring your butt to your heel. Knee, hip, shoulders go in the same line. All right, that you're going to feel a very aggressive stretch in your hip flexors there, the top part of your quads. If you lift your arms up, because again, like I said, everything's connected. Your obliques and your lats are all connected into your hip. That is going to actually greater stretch the top part of that rubber band that I kind of use as an example, okay? Again, just to show you from the front, you can use the side of whatever you're using to kind of hold on as balance if you feel like you can't get it or it's too difficult. Okay, that is one stretch. The second stretch that I'm going to show you how to do, we're going to also use this. It's basically going to be a figure 4 stretch. So you can either be seated on the couch and then you're just going to lift your foot up like this, 90-degree angle. You're going to push your knee down. This might be all you need to feel a stretch on the side of your hip. If you're like me and you stretch a lot, I don't really feel much. I feel a little bit of a pull, not much of a stretch. So in that case, what you're going to do is you're going to go off the side of the couch, still same position, knee at a 90-degree angle, and now you're going to lower your upper body down. And you're going to be able to actually envision yourself in this position, but lifting your leg up. So it's sinking in deeper and it's targeting more of the deeper fibers that, for me, are flexible enough to where I don't really feel much of a stretch when I do this, okay? Those are the 2 stretches. The third stretch that I'm going to show you, you're going to be seated on the floor. You're going to take one foot and step it over. Once you're there, so I took my right foot and stepped it over. I'm going to take my left elbow, so opposite elbow, on the opposite side of the knee, and I'm just going to push my knee that way and twist my upper body the opposite way. Find an object or something, a point on the wall behind you to focus on, and try to look at that. So, if I was to show you from this way, right foot over, left elbow on the right side of the right knee, I'm going to push that knee to the left, and I'm going to twist and turn as far as I can. That is going to stretch everything from this side. And also, the more you turn your upper body, you'll also get that rotational stretch in your back, okay? Those are 3 stretches that you can totally do to help alleviate back pain. One thing with stretching, yes, is holding stretches for 10 seconds better than holding stretches for 0 seconds? Absolutely. But to elicit the nerdy physiological terminology, all the changes within the muscle fibers and all of that, you really need to hold the stretch for at least 20 seconds. I would go up to 30 seconds because most of you probably count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not how it works. So I would hold each stretch for at least 30 seconds, and on days that you're super, super sore, hold the stretch for a minute. It might take you 25 minutes to go through a full body stretch, but you will feel amazing afterwards, okay? I will definitely be doing more videos kind of like this, because again, I like to educate. I don't want to just say, hey, we're gonna do stretches, everybody. Grab the back of your foot, this is how you stretch the front of your hip, blah, blah, blah. I want to explain why and the reasons, because then you'll actually see the value in doing that stretch and what benefits you will receive from doing that stretch. And by learning, it tends to result in better, what's the word I'm looking for? It results in better adherence, I guess, of the things that I'm saying. So give it a shot. Let me know if you have any questions, and also if you're in the population that has other things going on as to why that's causing the back pain, please reach out to me, DM me. I will individually work with you. For the people that aren't in that population, try to stay away from the over-the-counter medications. Really don't need it. It's honestly, it's hard on your liver and all of that stuff, and your stomach lining. I'll get on a whole nother video about that in the future. But taking ibuprofen on a daily basis is not something that you want to be doing. So stay tuned, reach out, and I'm here for you.